Well, when I designed it to catch as much water as I could off the roof, and it would all go into the tank, and also to put as much sun into the house as possible. And this is just the shape that I came up with to do those two things, really, and everything else just fell in behind that.
What's the basic breakup? It seems like a single room.
Yeah, I just wanted one bedroom place. I'm not married, haven't got any kids, so one bedroom's enough for me. And just nice open living spaces and, you know, easy places to live in.
I'm noticing a lot of angles in the roof here and in the house. What's going on with that?
We tried to add a little bit of fun to it. You know, we wanted, rather than flat ceilings, we wanted angled ceilings. Yeah, that's right. And airflow's the main function, is so that we don't get just hot air sitting in one place. So we've incorporated some fans in the ceiling to push air down and get it moving through the house. But mainly it's to bring sun from the northern side of the house right back to the southern end of the house with the clerestory windows, and we just wouldn't be able to do that with a flat plain roof. So we've basically turned it into a sawtooth type roof.
Why build so small?
Well, for me it's simplicity, cutting down on materials, you know, ease of maintenance in the future, cost. But yeah, it's just basically cutting down on the material side of it, you know, the impact on what that does to the environment and low embodied energy and keeping it simple.
So I think the beauty is definitely part of it. It inspires us. However, not to a degree where it compromises more tangible aspects like energy footprint or, you know, the environmental properties of the materials that are used, paints, and so the best example I can think of where there's a tension is the lead light windows are beautiful. They're really beautiful Art Deco lead light windows, but they had tiny little holes in them. So in winter we had this frigid, ice cold air coming through the windows, only tiny little jet streams. So we've now insulated them. We've retained them. For a while we thought, do we get whole new windows? Because you just can't have holes in your windows in Armidale. So we've retained them, but we've had to make some changes to them. So it compromises the beauty a little bit, but you need both.
This is quite comfortable. Is there a link between sustainability and comfort?
Oh, well, I don't see why you can't have both, and I've certainly endeavoured to have that. I do find it a most comfortable house to live in. Temperature-wise, it's wonderful. It's cool in summer, very warm in winter, and look at this wonderful deck out here, and water views, and peacefulness, the sound of the birds. I mean, I just love living here. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
I just was interested about the grey water system you have here. How does it work?
It works as a normal septic system to start. All our grey water goes through to the septic system. It then transfers to a reed bed, big tank about 3 metres around. From there to another reed bed system, from there to a pump tank, and from that pump tank it transfers to our fruit tree system, and we've got about 24 fruit trees running off the grey water, and it's excellent. This is we put those fruit trees in about 2 years ago, and we'll get a good load off it this year.
How's this house insulated?
Insulated, it's all the walling is a structurally insulated panel, which is 2 skins of magnesium oxide filled with styrene, and that gives us an R rating of 3.5 for internal walls to an R rating of 3.8 to the external walls. That panelling is also used for our flooring, overlaid with carpet and tiles, and all our windows right through front, back, end and the ends are double glazed, which give us tremendous, because of our north facing aspect, gives us a great heating system for our house.
What I'm really interested, Chris, that I think you've looked deeply into is about materials and all the ins and outs from a sustainability point of view.
You're right, that has been a prime consideration. I think probably my wife's been extremely keen on that aspect of things, making sure that from a health perspective it's really good and really easy to work with, and you're not having all the bad smells and stuff like that as you're working with products, both for ourselves and the builders. There's definitely things that we've compromised on. You always end up making mistakes and finding things that don't quite fit that mould, but on the whole, we're trying to find things that are fully recyclable at the end of their life, that sort of come from a natural material basis, preferably involving local products where possible, although we haven't always been able to do that. And yeah, just generally minimising the amount of work that we have to do to keep the house running.